am the fire. I am burning brighter, roaring like a sun. And I am the one.
Phoenix Nation, we are back. How you doing? What's going on? What's going on? Yay, everybody's here. It's a full packed house here at the Phoenix Nest. How is everybody doing tonight? Yay!
So
we're all
tired.
Here. We're all here. Everybody's here. Shit, why not, right? Everybody's here, and we're here for a very special occasion. But first, I'm going to go around the nest and I'm going to introduce everybody. You all know me. I'm your girl, Jade Feinics. How you doing? What's going on? And as always, we're coming up on a very special thing, but I'm going to mention that after.
Yeah.
For this one is our lovely Choco.
Woo!
That's right. That's it. We're quaying it. We're quaying it. And then yeah. There it goes. Stupid thing doesn't want to work tonight.
The PTSD is real.
The PTSD every time I play that, you can't see it, but she jumps. And of course, we are joined by two very special voices. They have been heard on the podcast before, but they are rejoining us because this is a very special episode, and it's very special to all of us here. So we have Scotty, aka Scotty's on fire.
Hello.
That's right.
Scotty
That's
doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. That's right. That's how you doing, buddy?
Where was that laugh from?
It's the Joker.
Oh.
Oh my, I'm not friends with you anymore.
Scotty's not going to be on the
He
podcast
really doesn't
tonight.
know anymore.
It was nice knowing all
There was so much. You're cut.
I guess Kermit the Frog is taking over.
There you go. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. And as always, you've heard him before since the inception of the gate. My one, my only partner in crime, DigiNan.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
Chilling.
You good?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So we are all gathered here today to talk about something that is very near and dear to all of our hearts, and that is Pokemon.
Pika.
I think I have a Pikachu sound somewhere in this freaking thing, but whatever. So, no, wait.
Yeah.
There it goes. So, guys, 26 years of Pokémania. I love it. We are coming up on the 26th anniversary on Sunday.
Yes.
Sunday, we are hitting the 26th anniversary that Pokemon has been in all of our collective lives. Correct?
Yep.
Yep.
I just want to point out that was the best Macho Man's Randy Savage impersonation that I've heard. Pokemon!
Thank you. I try very hard with my voices. I've actually been told that I should use them on the podcast more often. And I forget because the voices are usually internal. And I don't realize that sometimes they're not external. So, we are celebrating 26 years of Pokémania.
There you go.
Yes. So, happy 26th anniversary, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
26 years of Pikachu.
Much.
Yeah, considering me and all of us are around the same age.
Yeah.
With DigiNan being the oldest and Choco being the youngest. But we're all within a 5-year range of each other.
I'm still a baby Pokemon.
Yeah.
You're a happy-nie. Okay, that's all you or
I was going to say I was a Pichu.
you definitely are a Pichu. I'll allow it. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. So, guys, all of us here are insanely obsessed with Pokemon, correct?
If you could see the place we're shooting at right now, we're literally surrounded by Pokemon.
Here's the biggest question I want to know, because I know the answer to this one. What was well, everybody has a different answer. So what was how did you first hear about Pokemon? Because when I remember I was in school and it was lunch and people brought out the cards and they were playing the games and I was like, what is this? It was the new hottest thing that was trending.
Did you?
But I had no idea what it was.
What is that?
Exactly.
Look at these shiny cards.
And I remember them being
shiny.
banned from schools everywhere because it
Yeah.
became such Remember when the
It was
Pokemon
such an obsession that kids weren't doing their schoolwork. I do remember when that happened.
And if they were seen in school, they were taken away.
Yes, they were.
They still do that in school. You still can't bring Pokemon cards. to school.
Really?
Yeah, when
because people are selling them like crazy.
No, and the thing is with like the younger kids, they'll bring in Pokemon cards and trade them not knowing the value. So the parents will get upset because they're spending money on these cards and their kids are coming back with like messed up cards now when they gave their kid like a good card kind of thing. So they're like, what? So a lot of schools banned it for like all ages.
Well, yeah, because it's like not, especially because the popularity of the cards became such a big thing.
Yeah.
That like people were giving away $30,000 Charizards for a Mudkip.
See, I think the reason why that became a big thing was because of people like Logan Paul, who you don't think so?
No.
No, it was big before that.
No, it was big before that,
Oh,
but
you
the
mean
whole
the resurgence?
yeah.
No, I think it's more well known. Like it's one of the most well known things in the world is Pokemon.
Duh and or hello.
So
Logan Paul is known for being an idiot of spending $3.2 million on fake cards.
Right,
Yeah.
but he also showed that there are people stupid enough to buy cards at that price. So other people started scalping, and then people started buying, and then that's where that whole thing took off.
Well, yeah, but we're also coming from like that era when Pokemon, the trading card game, came around. We're talking about back in the late 90s, mid
Right.
to late 90s. And we also got to remember what else came out in the mid to late 90s, which was Magic the Gathering. So
I was gonna say Beanie Babies.
Beanie
I was in the wrong
Babies.
mind frame for that.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
the Yu-Gi-Oh
I would
came
say
out in the
Yu-
early
That was a little bit
2000s.
later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like a couple years
I
later.
would say, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh, but Magic was out before.
No,
Pokemon.
Magic came out actually in, it's, I think, believe if I remember correctly, and I'm probably going to get crucified because I'm not up on my Magic the Gathering lore like I used to be. But, anyways, I believe that Magic the Gathering started around the same time as the Pokemon trading card game. But it was the more popular of the two because it was released here in the United States, and a lot of the people didn't know what Pocket Monsters was.
I
back
still have
then.
a Pocket
Yeah, they were both
Monsters
made by
card.
Wizards of the Coast.
I have some Japanese cards.
Yes. Wizards of the Coast was huge because it's an American company.
Anyone remember WizardCon?
I do.
It doesn't exist anymore.
No.
WizardCon?
WizardCon.
Yeah.
No, it still exists.
No, you're thinking BlizzCon.
No.
Yes.
I'm still thinking WizardCon. I've seen them promote WizardCon.
No, it's not a thing anymore.
There was a reason. I forgot what it was. But that's a
A
separate
different
topic.
podcast. Different podcast. What we're talking about here is the years of Pokemon. So, Scotty asked a very good question. What was the first inception of Pokemon for us? And he remembers the card game and coming out at lunchtime and everybody being like, what is that? Me? I remember the video game itself because I had a Game Boy. Because, of course, I had a Game Boy. Hello. And I was gifted Pokemon Red.
Oh, nice.
And my brother, because he was the only other gamer, my sister was like too girly to like play with the video games and stuff. So she was just like, you know. But he got Pokemon Blue, and I stole both.
Did you get the cable?
Of course. Of course, I had the trading cable because that was
had
the
the
only way
purple
certain
one.
ones. I had the clear one.
I had the purple clear one.
Yeah.
But
I
that
had
was
one.
for the later. That was, I think, when the...
Well, my original one was black, matte black, and then I broke it.
I
don't
think
re-
it only came in black at first,
It
and then
did.
they came in the special
No, it
colors.
came in black and gray to
Oh,
match
yeah,
to match
Yeah,
the Game
gray
Boy.
one. Yeah, yeah.
I had the black one because I wasn't cool enough to get that one. So
I think my cousins had the gray one because I remember it, but I never had it.
Yeah. The brick.
No, the cable. If you wanted
the
to
linking
trade.
cable.
Oh, the linking cable.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the Game Boy brick thing. You remember?
No, I had the Game Boy Brick,
Yeah.
and then I had Game Boy Mini, and then I had Game Boy Color. So yes, I remember.
That I have, but I never had the cable.
You never had the trading cable?
Never had the trading cable.
I
You
didn't
never
either.
could trade.
No, I had to trade myself.
No, so for you.
None.
No, because
No trades for you.
at the time where I was at, when it first came out, I saw the show.
Yeah, that's where I think my first impression too. I think was the show.
Was the anime?
Yeah, I think I saw the anime first,
That was usually at what, like 7 in the morning? 8 in the morning?
Yeah.
It was,
right
like,
before school.
dumb early.
Dumb early.
right before school.
Yeah.
No, I
Breakfast,
remember it was-
Pokemon, and then school.
No, I remember it used to be on Saturdays.
Originally.
It was on Saturdays. That's when I first saw
But it was still super early because, you know,
Yeah, so
who
it
the
was.
hell knew what anime was back in the 90s?
I was watching anime.
We are different people. We are a special breed of human.
Well, Channel 11 was the only network that showed anime.
WB.
WB Kid.
And after that, then everyone started showing it. But then they found out you can't show everything.
They found out the hard way.
They did. I mean, I mean,
This
seriously.
is a different game.
No, it is, but it's appropriate because we're going to talk about Chocobo's first experience with the game besides the anime.
So I actually started with silver and gold.
Oh.
Yeah, I started late because my cousins had blue, and they chose Squirtle for it. Because I remember I was playing their game because my parents wouldn't get it for me. So I got a Game Boy Color was my first. And then from the Game Boy Color, I got gold and silver. My copy of gold, I think, was the one that was stolen. Someone stole it from me.
Ooh.
So then I restarted on silver, and I beat silver as like my first like full beat Pokemon game. And because I originally started with Cyndaquil,
Yes.
lost my Cyndaquil. So then I started with Chikorita. Then I had a level 100 Meganium. And I loved that thing, and it's my favorite.
Oh. Well, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
It's a fire weasel.
Well, no, the Meganium. I did love Cyndaquil too, but yeah. I think that's where my love for the Leafies
That is,
started. Was because I was forced to start a new game.
Oh. Core memory unlocked. Well, Nandy, you played the original Red and Blue.
I had the original Red and Blue. Then I stopped playing for a good while. Like, I just stopped. And I remember I had the games, and I don't remember what I did with them. I have a feeling they're either gone or they've been thrown out. I have no idea.
Oh no! At the same time.
That's horrible. How dare you call yourself a gamer?
What was the one that got you back into it? If you stopped for a while.
I didn't play the games as much as I watched the show. Mm-hmm. And then it was more when I heard about them doing the mobile app is when I really got back into
Pokemon
it.
Go?
okay.
Mhm, Go.
That was in 2016.
That's how long I
you-
stopped.
okay.
Wow.
Because I remember watching the show, but I just...
Yeah.
But then when I heard it would be more interactive, I'm like, all right, now we're getting to something I would be interested in.
You know, that's not the first time I've heard that from other people. A lot of people were like, I really liked the first few games and then like hated majority of the middle ones and stopped playing, and I haven't gotten back till recent.
This is true. I've heard
Yeah.
that too. Did you have any problems like that where you just stopped playing for a while?
Yes. I stopped playing after. I think it was after Gold and Silver. I didn't come back until Black and White, so that was like much later.
Yes.
And I think I was still somewhat a fan of Pokemon, but it was just I didn't really keep up with it.
I think I'm what about you, Jade? Because I only skipped one game ever, but I've played them. I've played all of the other.
So for me, I had Red and Blue and Yellow. Then after Yellow, I stopped for a little while, only because I didn't get the new Game Boy releases. I had a color, but I didn't have like the ones that came after that.
Yeah.
So I never had a DS. I got a 3DS years later. So I want to say I probably did not play a lot until looking at the list of all the games that came out. I didn't play again until Sun and Moon,
Okay.
not counting Pokemon Go.
So that was the one I skipped because I was like, I don't like these Pokemon.
Right, not counting Pokemon Go and all the other games that were offshoots like Pokemon Snap and
Yeah.
all that other stuff.
Oh no,
Like,
I didn't play all the offshoots.
Those
either.
I played.
That's a lot.
Those I did play. When it comes to the
Yeah, same
actual
here.
cartridge games, I skipped quite a few, but did go back later on and play them through emulators. So I don't know if that
Who was going to
counts.
skip out on Pokemon Stadium? I mean, that was the first time they brought a Pokemon game to... Oh, no. It was Snap first.
It was
And
Snap.
then they were
Snap
like...
was for the 64.
That was the
That's
first
what I
one.
was about to ask. They never did one for Super Nintendo.
Right.
No.
There was no Pokemon games for the Nintendo or the Super Nintendo.
Only
it was
if you
released
had
to Game Boy.
what is that? The cartridge that let you play the Game Boy games on the
Right,
SNES.
that's what I kept
But that was
saying.
the only way you were able to
I
do
think
it.
that's what lost a lot of people was the fact that they just kept doing it in Game Boy.
Right.
And mind you, at that same time when Pokemon just came out, we had like the whole revolution with Sony PlayStation, Xbox, Genesis. Everything was pretty much evolving. I kind of think like Pokemon got lost in the shuffle.
I can agree with that. Yep.
It's like Pokemon didn't just get lost in the shuffle. One of the big things about Pokemon from day one, pocket monsters. They didn't want us playing on a console where we stayed home. They always wanted us to be portable.
But it evolved.
And it did evolve.
And see, that's a funny thing because I still see there's so much potential and they're still not even bringing out the big guns. They have brought out the big guns, but there's more. I feel like there's more they can do. And a a lot of that was demonstrated with the new game.
Right.
Arceus.
I'm just still waiting
Because
for real,
everybody
actual
has been
Pokemon.
waiting for this game since we've been playing the older ones.
Arceus, yeah.
I'm just waiting for the scientists to be like, we came out and we made an actual Pikachu.
Yeah, okay.
I want it. Give me my electric mouse. But no, it's a good point that Scotty brought up Arceus because
Yeah.
everybody here except DigiNan has played and finished the game. Correct?
I didn't finish it.
You didn't finish it, but you
You
I'm
finished.
taking my
You didn't finish the
sweet ass
storyline,
time.
or you just didn't finish the game.
I'm taking my time with it.
Nice, nice.
I'm doing the Pokedex right
I'm
now.
enjoying
Same.
it like a Peter Luger steak.
So good. But anyways, so I finished the storyline. Choco's finished the storyline, and we're
Yeah.
basically just working on the Pokedex right now.
You're doing the end game stuff.
Yep.
Can I tell you I am so in love with the character that comes in at the end of the game, the girl. I love her.
I haven't gotten to that part yet. What character?
The girl, she comes in like,
Oh, the Lady
Towards the-
Dimitrescu of Pokemon.
yeah.
Oh!
I don't want to like give it too. I don't want to give too much
yeah,
away
yeah,
for
yeah,
spoilers.
yeah, the ancient lady in the secret corner.
I love her
of the-
so much. I have such a crush on her. I keep going to visit her, and I'm just like, you're just beautiful.
She
You're
still doesn't
so
have a name?
beautiful. She does have a name. I'm not going to say it because I'm not doing spoilers.
Right.
Yeah.
But I will admit this: Pokemon, what has been the company itself, smartest, I would say,
Game Freak.
retailers.
Game Freak.
Because remember, the whole thing was, oh, here we got Pokemon Red, got to get some more, but they're not all here. You got to buy blue, then you're gonna get the other half here. Then you got to buy yellow to get the other ones. They always found a way to say, here, we're gonna give you this, and then we're not giving you everything. We're gonna give you just enough.
Yeah.
That's right. Mm-hmm. It's like just enough to keep them wanting more.
And I know there are people out there who are hardcore who are like, yo, I will buy both versions. And I'm like,
I did that.
You're kind of like that a little bit.
Hello.
I have not done that yet. I have not done that.
Well, no, because you're like, you get this one, I'll get this one.
No, you don't see, you guys can't see out there in Phoenix Gate land, but DigiNan is pointing with both fingers at me because he's not wrong.
Guilty.
Not wrong. That is the sound I make to him whenever a new game drops and there's more than one and I need it. And he's like, okay. And I
She
get both.
yells across the room, I need this. Okay.
That's exactly what happens if he doesn't get it for me.
Yeah, like with Animal Crossing.
Oh my God. But okay, let's talk. We're talking Arceus. Now, a lot of people were mixed reviews about this because it was so close on the re-release of Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, they were like, how are you going to get a whole new game and it's going to look good? Like, what?
Sorry.
So a lot of people, especially with like the first teaser we got, it was. I mean, I never had a problem with it personally, but the first teaser, a lot of people were like, look at the frame rate dropping and like all this stuff, and a lot of people were like worried about the graphics big time.
Yeah, because I was actually thinking about getting it.
He was.
I was literally, because I heard the open world concept.
Yes.
And from what I've seen how developers and other games have been doing it, it's pretty much been perfect.
Yeah.
It's a perfect, formula. Open world, God of War, open world, Grand open world, everything. When I heard this, I said, okay, I think we're finally getting to the game that we all want.
Yeah.
But then when I heard
Are we though?
well, then I heard the reviews and then about the graphics, and I was like, I'm going to wait.
That is one of the things that did turn all of us at this table off originally, was the graphics. We were a little worried about how it was going to go.
We got our copy early.
Yes, you did. You got your copy like 2 days before everybody else, you know, because you got that hookup. You got that sweet hookup sign. I mean,
It fell off the back of the truck.
It just appeared at my doorstep. I don't know how, but it did.
like this.
Exactly.
Minions dropped it off.
But you know what? I see what Nintendo's doing because Nintendo's got a smart marketing strategy right now. I know I'm going to go a slight bit off topic, but basically...
Tangents are acceptable.
So I see what they did with Diamond and Pearl and Arceus, because what they did was they released a game that took place in the like a prequel,
Yeah.
and it's in the it's you know, it's like, this is what happened,
The Sinnoh region.
right? And
The
so
Sinnoh region.
Nintendo is also doing this similar, or at least we think they're doing a similar thing with Breath of the Wild 2, because there's this whole, like, what is it, like a
Oh, we still don't know yet, but
Well, people are
thought
thinking-
to be a prequel sequel
to Skyward
sort
Sword,
of.
because they released Skyward Sword on the Nintendo Switch, and now you see and you see that they released the trailer for Breath of the Wild 2, and it takes place in the sky. And there's a lot of other things on YouTube that they talk about. There's like a connection between but I think Nintendo's trying to be like, hey, listen, play this game because you're going to need to when their sequel comes out, but we're not going to tell you if it's the real sequel.
And they're kind of using the same model for Pokemon.
Exactly.
Yeah, like,
And it's smart. It's really smart.
very smart.
Well, because I think Pokemon, like I said, now I think it's in its resurgence. I remember how popular it was when it first came out. And like I said,
The resurgence, I'm going to interrupt you real quick. I'm going to think the resurgence actually started with the release of Pokemon Go.
that's what I mean. I
Yeah.
think Go started the resurgence where people was like interactive, and they were like, oh, wow. And they were like, oh, you know, we had all these generations that came out that not a lot of people bought. And now it's like, wait a minute, I missed my opportunity. And now they're giving everyone that opportunity again to play something that they missed.
And let's all call
Yeah.
a spade here. Every single kid has a smartphone.
Yeah.
Where not every single kid, when we were kids, had a Game Boy.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier for these kids to be introduced to this form of Pokemon, obviously Pokemon Go, because one, their parents are playing it.
Yeah.
And two, it's pretty easy for a kid to play, honestly.
Well, going off what Nando said, you know, I agree with that, because I've noticed something. I've noticed a trend that with Pokemon Go, when we used to do these raids, I used to go to when it was like really big, we used to go to these spots like Eisenhower Park or like a shopping center down the road from us, and there would be people of all ages, even in their 60s or 70s, playing and trying to catch these specific Pokemon. Mm-hmm. And now, since Arceus came out, because this is the one Pokemon game we've been wanting, because we're all in our 30s, you know, this is something we've been waiting for since we were kids. So the people who stopped playing Pokemon, and I mean long before we did, like I'm saying the only game they ever played was like
Red
and
or blue.
Exactly. They're coming back and they're like, holy shit, this is the game I've been wanting since I was a kid. And they're playing it.
That's right.
I know who you're talking about.
Who?
RGT.
Who?
RGT.
Well, not just RGT, but like, it's a YouTuber. But yeah, no, there are a lot of people I know that walked into GameStop and they're just like, I haven't played a Pokemon game since 1990, whenever. And I'm like, okay, cool. Good for you, man. You're picking it back up. Like, this is what, you know, they wanted something new.
It
Yeah.
sold a lot. I forgot what the number was, but it sold a lot.
The last I checked, for
Yeah.
the first week, it was 6.5 million
Copies?
Yes.
And that's physical.
That's the first week of release.
That's
Physical, not just
Yeah.
counting digital downloads.
They don't really count digital. I don't know why, but Nintendo doesn't really count their digital numbers like
That's
they
weird.
should. Because I feel like their numbers would be so much higher if they counted digital.
I mean, since we're talking about game sales, including our, what's going on with the Arceus, classic game sales have spiked through the Nintendo eStore. Why?
Because Nintendo's closing their e-store.
No. They are closing down the 3DS eShop.
And the Wii U.
And the Wii U. And that means that all your Pokemon that has been sitting in Pokemon Bank from gold, silver, red, blue, all of that, sun, moon, all of that they're going to go into digital hell if you do not transfer them all over into the new system of Pokemon Home.
I can literally see them falling into the pits of hell going,
just everything's fainted, and there's no Nurse Joy to bring them back. They're done.
They're also engulfed in flames. Like,
I don't know.
Stop.
Okay, it's happening.
it's happening.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
That's right. That's what's happening right now.
That's all the Pokemon in the Pokebox right now. They're all
It's true. It's true. And
they're
then,
all Michael Scott right now.
They really are all Michael Scott right now. And then also the same thing is you also kind of figure we're also Michael Scott right now because we're all running to the eShop and downloading these games so that we can move our fucking Pokemon.
Literally, Scotty was trying to do that before.
He's
I
charging his
literally did
DS
that.
right now.
I was like, where the fuck's my 3DS?
Yeah, you have until, what is it?
All right, so what they're
March or
doing is
something?
this is the stupidest thing they're doing. They're like, all right, May of 2022,
Oh, May, yeah.
we're going to cancel any credit card transactions, and you're only going to be able to use the eShop points.
Yes.
Right? And then after that, I think March of 2023, I think it was, they're going to take down all forms
No,
of
I think it's sooner than that.
Yeah,
Sooner?
it is.
I think it's sooner than that,
Yeah.
which is why everybody's scrambling to do it. I think they're starting the eShop points that you're talking about in March, which is next week. And then they're ending it by May. Because I remember there's a very small window
Yeah,
of
they didn't-
opportunity. We're not getting a lot of time.
They didn't give us a lot of time.
And the worst part is that they're already also saying they have absolutely no plans on bringing any of the content from any of these systems to the Switch.
It's March 2023.
Oh, okay, then I stand corrected.
But May, no, but you were right. There is something happening in May, and May is when you can't use your credit card anymore.
Really?
Yeah, so between May of this year and March of next year,
You can only use
You can
points.
only use points.
yes.
Yeah, but my thing is, as long as I know Nintendo, there's always, you had your system and you always had the portable. They're pretty much doing away with all that.
Yeah,
It's the Switch and that's it.
You'll still keep your games, thank God.
that's why I like physicals.
That's the same. I like every single game that I get. I have two reasons for always buying physical cartridges of my games. One, for some reason, it just plays better. I never have glitches. I never have to like restart the game for any other reason other than what do you call it? Want to start a new system game. And the other reason is because I'm a purist. I grew up on cartridges. I will die on cartridges. And honestly, I also don't believe that I should pay the exact same amount of money for a digital copy as I would for a hard copy. So
I agree.
Suck my dick. That's right.
You want to, I found something kind of interesting though. If we went back in time, supposedly we're paying less for the cartridges in games now than we did then.
What?
I'm dead serious.
I don't think so.
No, I found
I think you're. Yeah,
I found an old KB circular.
KB
online.
Toys?
Yep, KB Toys. Somehow Super Nintendo games were $80-$90.
That is true.
And then now we're paying $65. I said, wow. But I do agree about about digital copies. They
Yeah.
should be cheaper.
Hey, baby.
Yeah,
That's right.
Right.
they should at least be like a decent amount cheaper.
No, not like I'm not saying that they need to be like half
yeah,
price.
not half price, but maybe like $10 cheaper. Or like
Yeah, or give it like a little bit more of an incentive to buy the digital copy because 99% of the times when you pre-order a hard copy anyway, you're getting a ton of DLC with it.
yeah,
True.
So, but
yeah. So if you have any of those, get on it now.
yeah.
Nah, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for something else. I can't find it at all.
What?
Earthworm Jim.
Oh, man.
Oh God. So I mean, honestly, just to like DigiNan, you don't count on this vote. Arceus, out of 10 stars, what do you give it, Choco?
I would give it a 9.
Okay.
I am taking away a point only because I want more Pokemon.
I agree with you on that, Scotty. Out of 10 stars, what do you give Arceus?
10 stars. We can't use decimals.
If you want to.
I'd give it a 9.5.
Nice. Reason why they don't get the full 10.
The reason why, well, similar reason as Chocobo said, because of the, more Pokemon. Well, not just that, but I think there was a decent amount of Pokemon. I do feel like there should have been more battling.
Oh,
But
also,
I do know it was the very beginning of like when Pokemon and humans, kind of become a thing together. Mm-hmm. So I could see why they didn't implement battling as a primary focus,
Right.
and it was just hunting. So that's why I'm not going to hate on it.
I'm also going to give it a 9 because I hated some of the variant designs in the game. I'm not going to let that go. Some of the variants, some of them were really good. Like I loved Hisuian Growlithe. Hisuian Arcanine though? No. No, I do not like it. So 9 also because I did not like how some of them looked. They
Yeah,
could
they did
have
lack
been
on the
done
designs.
better.
Sweetheart.
Yeah.
It's called
They
a
did
hustle,
lack on the
sweetheart.
designs.
Yeah.
Zootopia.
It's called a hustle, sweetheart.
I am going to actually give it an 8.5.
Okay.
The reason why I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10 is because I'm a little bit annoyed that they did not give us Hisuian variants for every single one of those Pokemon. Seeing this is supposed to be an origin game. Why are we seeing Pokemon in their current forms? Unless you're telling me in all the years that these Pokemon have existed on these planets that they are at, they never once upgraded, but some did, some didn't.
Yeah.
Some have different forms. Like, it bothers me. It just bothers me because it's like you had an opportunity.
We could have had a Dragon Eevee.
You could have done so many. Like there could have been a freaking ancient form version of Eevee. Like
They
they
could have been finally
A
the
fossil.
Dragon Eevee.
a fossil form of Eevee.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Or even
Dino Eevee.
new fossil Pokemon could have been discovered that were not fossils.
Yeah, where's Kabuto or Kabutops or any of them? Like, aren't
No,
they?
we had the other fossil Pokemon.
Yeah, but
we
they
had
were like
different
the
fossils.
OG fossils.
Right, but
Remember
I'm
that?
saying, like, think about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. More Pokemon.
Right,
Right.
but follow my lead here. If they're fossils in the games that are supposed to take place in modern times, why are we not getting them in the wild in the one that's supposed to be in the past?
Yeah. But you know what else was weird too? They were like, oh, there was like an ancient time in the ancient time. And I was like, why?
It's like just cavemen.
I was like, so we're not in the ancient time? There's an ancient time in the ancient time? Why? Why can't we just be in the first ancient time?
Or it even hints as there are the other lands in the
Yeah.
Hisuian game, which is great. But how the hell did you all get there if it's ancient times?
But my thing is,
Canoes.
you know, I don't have a vote in this. Think about it. Every Pokemon game that came out, especially new ones, have always been 2 versions.
I know. I'm hoping for Johto.
This is just 1, and this is when I kind of understand where you're coming from, but maybe I think this is why the download feature is going to be such a big thing. Is I think they're going to be adding it on each download.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still can't rewrite the entire storyline of one game with a download.
Add-ons.
Add-ons, yeah, that's great, but you still can't rewrite the original story that we got in this game, which is why I'm giving it an 8.5.
That's fair.
You know,
It's still
I'm
a
not.
good score.
I'm still fucking playing it. Like, come on, like,
No, I'm just giving it my opinion because I said out of all, I remember 2. This is the only one that came out 1.
so far.
True.
So far.
So far.
It could be a new spin-off, like, series
Hey, baby.
of Pokemon games.
I mean, all right. So let's also talk. We did mention earlier when we first started talking Arceus that it came out on the heels of the re-release of Diamond and Pearl,
Yep.
which a lot of people were like, why would you re-release Brilliant Diamond and Pearl and then give us Arceus not even a month later? Right? Like, how long was it? Like, maybe not even 6 weeks in between the two, right? A month?
I think it was maybe a month.
It was a month tops, I think.
A month?
Yeah.
Maybe at most, I want to say 2 months. And I'm being generous. But what did you think of the Diamond and Pearl re-release? Because it was a completely different animation style,
Yeah.
gameplay, the whole 9. It was different.
That I would give it maybe a 7.5.
Really?
Well, I did like it, and it has nothing to do with the art style because I actually thought the chibi was very cute. I was upset that they messed up a lot of the side things that I enjoyed in the original. Like the beauty contest was completely changed, and I didn't like it. They changed some of the other side, like mini game kind of things you could do in that game. They changed the underground. You can't it's not the same as it used to be.
No, it's very different.
Yeah, and I liked the previous version better. Like the original game I liked a lot better. Like I was crazy in the beauty contest in the original game. And then in this one it's like, oh, now it's a rhythm game. And I'm like, but why?
You know my biggest
But why?
my biggest pet peeve with that game had to be the sizing of the Pokemon. When you had them follow you, they were never true to size. So
Or
you
how
would,
Onyx was just a tiny snake that just floated.
like that was literally only two of you put together. Which
I don't like it. I mean, but also, Diamond and Pearl was never really one of my favorites anyway.
See, I really liked that one because of like the side things that they added in the original. So that's why I was so excited for this remake. And then I played it, and I'm like, oh, I finally got up to the parts that introduce when you can start doing these side things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yay! And then I'm like trying to help Scott with his, and I'm like, why am I not doing good at the beauty contest? Like, I'm waiting for the part where like you have to select certain moves to raise your whatever kind of beauty contest you're doing, like your coolness or your toughness. I'm like, why is it a rhythm game? Like, what is happening? And then I figured out what was going on, and I was like, I hate this. I don't like this. And
I don't like it.
And this coming from someone who plays rhythm games.
This is true. This is true. I mean, I like it as I'm bored. I don't have anything else to really play. I don't feel like playing Animal Crossing right now. I'll check in with Diamond and Pearl. That's how Diamond and Pearl is for me. It was a good placeholder until Arceus came out.
Same.
For me.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it. I haven't.
Yeah.
I don't think I will.
it was a cash grab in my opinion, but it wasn't like a horrible cash grab.
No, that's why I'm not giving it a horrible score.
I've seen worse.
I've seen worse.
I've seen a lot worse.
It's just that for me, as someone who has like the really big nostalgia factor from the originals, like it didn't meet my expectations.
That was the
of
difference
originals.
between you and me, though, because
you never played.
I
that
didn't
one.
play Diamond and Pearl, so this was my first time playing it. So
And
in a sense, it was kind of like
a new game.
a new game, exactly, which wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. I could completely see where they kind of missed the mark.
Oh, and the Poffin Maker. I can't figure it out in this new game.
I can't.
Yeah.
I used to be a pro in the previous one, and I'm like, why are they keep burning?
I burn every
I'm
single
doing the
one.
right movement. Why are they burning?
Here's the other thing I hate about that Poffin Maker thing. And Scott, you wouldn't remember because you didn't play the originals, but it makes my fucking thumbs hurt.
Okay, so in the original, you had the stylus. So you had to go with the stylus. You had to spin and spin and spin and spin, and then spin the opposite way in the stylus, and it was fun.
But at least with the stylus, you could actually like move in a more natural.
Yeah.
You even have your wrists like stationary and just go like this.
Exactly.
Yeah, the stylus was fun.
Yeah. This one,
Yeah.
I don't.
Or work.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I feel like I'm going to break my joystick when I do the
I do too. And then like we're not even going to talk about how the Switch's freaking Joy-Cons constantly have to be replaced depending on the amount of gameplay that you use. Nintendo
Drift.
Including with the new one? Including with the new
Does
one?
the new one have it? You're the only one.
OLED. Does
The
the OLED
OLED?
have a drift?
I don't think so.
I haven't
the-
heard anything on
the
that.
thing is that I noticed from experience that a lot of people who get the drift are the ones who use the handheld the most, right? That play it in handheld, right? I play mine most of all in like docked, so I don't really get that drift issue.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't really have a drift issue either because I
You
play
don't
docked.
have.
Yeah.
You also don't like you have the one that can be docked, but you also have the one that doesn't remove.
Yeah, and the Switch Lite doesn't. I don't think I've heard anyone with a Switch Lite problem.
never.
No, the
No.
It's a Joy-Con thing.
No, the Joy-Con.
Yeah, it's just a Joy-Con thing.
The light was pretty much everything is pretty much set together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That's
one's
all.
a little bit of a beast of a system.
Little beast.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. That's right. But no, that is what I'm afraid of with my, because I play it mostly.
Yeah.
Because 99% of the time I don't feel like going where my dock is, which is in my living room, and I don't feel like going into the living room and getting out all the pieces that I want to get out and then play it on my big screen TV, even though I could. I don't want to. I like, for some reason, I enjoy having the ability to sit there and just be like, da, 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 as much as I want,
Yeah.
wherever the fuck I am. And literally ask anybody at this table, that Switch is with me every single place I go. I even brought it with me to a wedding. I didn't play it, but it was there.
It's like having an emotional support dog, but it's like my emotional support Switch.
Thank you. That's exactly how I described it to you, Nan.
Speaking of weddings, I actually Going back to Silver and Gold, I beat Silver at a wedding. When I was a kid, I brought it, and I remember specifically being in the dress and going outside because it was like the lighting wasn't good inside.
Yeah, because
so
we
I had to
didn't
go
have the
outside
backlit
for the
screens.
for
I
the
could just
better
picture-
lighting, and I was versing because at the end of that game you fight Red, and it's like a really hard.
I
battle,
could just
and I was
picture
doing
you
that.
battling Red, and all of a sudden they're like, "I now pronounce you yes."
No, it was at the party.
It was at the reception.
It was at the reception party. So I was just like skipping, dancing, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm fighting Red."
Yeah. No, like
In a dress.
Battle
no.
of a century.
You can ask DigiNan. Like sometimes, like even at family events, that switches with me. And sometimes when I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed and it's too much, I literally will take the Switch out just for a couple minutes, just to reset myself. And then somebody will talk to me. I'll be like, "How dare you interrupt me? What do you fucking want?"
It's true.
It's just rampage. God.
So does this mean I'm going to see you in your wedding dress playing your Switch?
I admit nothing.
That's a yes.
I'll take pictures because it'll definitely
it.
be when we're getting ready.
You do realize that's probably what I'm going to be doing when they're doing my hair.
Yeah, I'll take photo evidence for the gram.
I admit nothing. I'm going to be doing. It's the only way it's going to keep me calm that day, okay? It's a big day.
That's what I'll probably be doing when I'm sitting down.
It's a big fucking day, man. It's a big day. But like, okay, so because it is the week leading up to the 26th anniversary of Pokemon, we've been getting announcements every day, all week, for the different things that they have going on with Pokemon right now.
Yep.
And we can go back. So let's talk about what the first announcement that they made, which was on the 21st of February, which is for the Masters X, which is a phone game equivalent to Pokemon Unite on the Switch.
Yeah.
So the announcement for that, I think, was just what, updates?
Yeah.
Like updates, glitch fixes, stuff like that, I believe. Scott, you agree?
I don't even follow that game.
I don't play it either. I don't have it on my phone. For me, the only phone game I have is Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I have Go and I have Cafe Mix.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
No, I didn't even know that came out.
Yeah, it's been out.
They just did a remix version of it too.
Yeah. I have to get the remix one. They have like you can get a well, that's the next thing, right? Isn't that the next one is the Pokemon Cafe?
No, that's the day after. If you're talking about the
That's on the Switch too, by the way.
if you're talking about the major energy day, which was 2/22/22, the palindrome and also like an alendrome day, and then
Yep.
Pluto returned that day, so the energy was fucking crazy.
There was a lot. There was a lot on Tuesday.
There was a lot that Tuesday.
was
and it was
Super
a
Tuesday.
2/22/22 on a Tuesday, and I wanted tacos.
I made tacos.
Sweet. But they did do an update for Sword and Shield.
Yes.
Which is Switch games, which came out. Like, I love those games. Those are actually my other two favorite games for the Switch with Pokemon, that of the recent ones that came out. And they have glitch updates for that because, unfortunately...
There was a rate. I think they did.
And they did the rate. Yeah,
it was like
just
the Mega Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur.
Yes, you can now do the 3 original starters,
Yeah,
I
get
should say. The original
Gigantamax.
starters
And
as
they're Gigantamax.
Gigantamax.
Yep.
Yes. Who wants to explain to our lovely listeners out there who may or may not have played Sword and Shield what Gigantamax actually is?
You probably can explain it better.
I forgot what it.
All right,
it's
never
like
mind.
it's like they're not supposedly they're like humongous, like kaiju-sized versions of whatever Pokemon it is.
So
but it's isn't it like a hologram? It's not even. Like
No,
a,
it's real.
No, it's so there's like in the Galar region, there's a Gigantamax energy that comes from the ground, and in the stadiums have that energy like concentrated, which is what gives you the ability to have the Gigantamax in the stadiums. And then there's like random spots in the open world area that you can do it, which is why they have those raids, because it's like through.
Like a Mega Evolution.
It's
is,
a
but
new
it
form
isn't.
of a mega evolution in a way. They're huge, and then some of the Pokemon, their appearance changes when they Gigantamax. Not all.
They'll get different
Yeah.
attacks. They'll get different buffs. So, like,
Yeah.
it's basically take your favorite Pokemon and turn it into
A kaiju.
a kaiju and basically say, all right, I'm going to also change my Pokeball to be the size of a beach ball and throw it at this giant Pokemon's head
With my tiny arms.
with my tiny little arms and random humans that have helped me defeat this Pokemon, unless you're playing with your friends,
Yeah.
and hope to God that it doesn't try to eat me. But
My favorite's the Gigantamax Pikachu because they made him fat again. They gave him the 1990s version where he's like the chubby Pikachu and then he has clouds around him.
yes.
And it's really cute.
yes.
So cute.
It's like, I'm a big boy.
And then Eevee's is what's Eevee's? Eevee's just a bigger Eevee, right?
Eevee's
has
just a
more
bigger
fluff.
Eevee.
Oh, yeah, it's more
it's,
fluff.
It's fluffier.
Max Floof.
Meowth, it becomes like super long boy.
Oh, yeah, it's long cat. It's long cat Meowth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but not all of them. Like if you do Wooloo Gigantamax is Wooloo.
Yeah.
Just a really really big Wooloo.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Max Floof.
Max
It looks like Luna.
but I love it. But that's what we got on the 22nd.
Yeah.
So then the 23rd is when they announced the Pokemon Cafe.
Remix, yeah.
Yeah.
So Pokemon Cafe and Remix is like, it's one of those games you got to match the Pokemon, like the color of, or the, I guess the actual Pokemon in this one.
Mm-hmm.
And you try and make the biggest chains and like there's other mechanics in it. And then when you collect enough of each Pokemon you need for the level, you get to make a dessert. And then you sell it at your cafe. And I want to recreate all of these desserts because they're really cute.
Yeah.
They're so cute. But they keep releasing like, new Pokemon that you can get you can meet in cafe and then you can recruit them to work at your cafe.
Well, you can also get this not just on your phone. You can also have it on the Switch.
Yes.
So they did give us that. They did give us that. So then the 24th, we have an announcement for Pokemon Unite, which is the same as Basters EX, but this one's for the Switch, where they announced Hoopla is coming to the game.
Yes.
That
was a big deal.
That is a big deal.
I never really cared for that Pokemon, but a lot of people are like, oh man.
I think it's because it's a really good attacker.
yeah.
You
from what it looks like anyway.
Yeah, so like that's basically how I feel about that. Now, on the 25th, we got a pretty cool announcement. Like, even though it is the 26th anniversary of...
Well, it's the end of the 25th.
Yes, it is the end of the 25th year. So we got, on the 25th, the 25th anniversary vinyl.
Yes.
Which is really cute and has the 25th anniversary symbol, which is like the Pokemon, which
Yeah,
is Pikachu with the 2
yeah.
and the 5 instead of his little round cheeks.
I think whoever designed that was really creative. I really like that.
The what?
A+.
The
A+.
25 anniversary symbol
Oh,
of it with the
yeah.
cheeks. It's really it's such a simple design, but like it was so smart. That's why I'm not a graphic designer.
Now,
it has all those songs that came out, like the Katy Perry one and the
Yes.
Post Malone?
Post Malone. Did Ed Sheeran do one? Why am I
don't
thinking
think
he did
so.
one? Maybe not. It's all of those. All of those are on it.
yeah, I mean, and I'm sure that has some of the classic Pokemon songs as well.
I think so. I didn't actually look at what's on the vinyl. I just know those for sure are on it.
I
Right.
want that vinyl.
You want it?
I want that
It
vinyl.
came out.
You
today.
should get 2 of them, one to keep completely sealed and the other one to play. You should get 2. That's usually what happens when I'm a collector of something that is like anniversary style. I'll
Yeah.
get 2, one to open and play with if it's not crazy expensive, and the other one to just sit there, gather dust, and then one day as I'm dying, go to a thrift, or pass it on to my children and be like, this is worth money, I think. Do something with it.
Google it. It's only $2.
Damn.
No, that's how they get you. That's how they get you.
Beanie Babies.
I still have them all. I do. I even have a Beanie Baby that's worth $45,000.
Nice.
The Princess Diana Beanie Baby.
I have that one too.
That's worth $45,000.
Damn. I should sell that.
The problem is finding a buyer who
I know.
will buy it for $45,000.
It's in one of the one I have is in the clear.
I have it in the clear
Yeah,
box.
the clear box. So like it's been away from the elements.
Mine have been buried in a basement and then a storage unit for years.
Since they came out.
Every single one of them had tags. They have tag protectors.
I have the baddie one. That one's messed up though, but that was because that was my favorite one.
One of the original 9
The bat one.
was not part of the original 9.
No, I don't think so.
No, it was
baddie came out later.
Baddie came out as the 2nd gen.
Yeah.
I used to be able to name every single one based on when it came out because that's how obsessed I was.
He's still my favorite. I love him.
Oh, so good. And you know what? Batty reminds me of Stella Luna.
I know, that's why I loved him.
I loved it. I loved
Is
it.
there an otter PD baby? There has to
Yeah,
be.
there's like several types.
Bruh.
He's looking them up right now. What for those of you that do not know, Phoenix Gate travelers, our Scotty is obsessed with otters. So much so that his favorite Pokemon is Oshawott.
Yes.
Like on Oshawott Community Day, a man's went hard body karate.
I think he was the first one in the group to get his shiny, right?
And he screamed it.
The otter's name is Seaweed.
Yes. They have several different versions. One that's like, I think he's holding something. You don't even understand.
The way your face is right now, you're going to cry.
No.
I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
Yeah.
Seaweed the Beanie Baby. Is he cute?
It's totally cute.
He's actually really cute. He's holding Seaweed. That's so
It's called
cute.
a hustle, sweetheart.
Beanie Babies, even now, hustling us out of money. Worth.
You're not going to say anything about Oshawott?
Oshawott wasn't originally my favorite.
What was your favorite?
Umbreon.
Oh, well, yeah.
Now, believe it or not, most of my favorite Pokemon are Gen 2 because Gen 2 is my favorite generation.
I thought Gengar was one of your favorites.
Yeah, it became a newer favorite.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. I mean, I have a Pikachu Han Solo mashup tattoo that tells you exactly how much I'm obsessed with Pokemon. But surprisingly, Pikachu is not my favorite Pokemon.
Same.
Everybody's like, oh, Pikachu's your favorite? No.
It's Mew.
It's not.
Oh.
Mew is my second favorite.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mew is my second favorite.
Is it Ponyta?
It's Rapidash, but you were close.
I was so
Because I had, and it's still there on my original Game Boy Mini, is a Rapidash sticker.
Oh.
And it's still there. It's still almost pristine because I covered it in clear nail polish. So it would never rub off. I was like, this is my favorite Pokemon of all time. And I can't.
My original favorite was Raichu.
Our friend Jonathan is obsessed with Raichu.
Raichu.
Like when the chocolate Alolan Raichu came around, he went crazy in Pokemon Go trying to find that freaking boy.
5 notifications a day. You've been invited to a raid by Jonathan. I was like,
What's the Pokemon? Raichu.
Raichu.
You like Raichu too. Yeah, he's one of your favorites.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah. And then on today, actually, which is, today's what, the 26th?
No, she's the 25th.
Today's the 25th.
Yes.
yeah.
I'm a day ahead. I'm in the future. This is what happens when you wear space pants, you know. And go into the future. But the
I was
20th,
going to dance to that.
What's it like tomorrow?
rainy. Rainy and a little chilly. But tomorrow is a big day in Pokemon Go because not only are we getting a Go Day announcement from Pokemon Game Freak and all of them, it's also the Johto event in Pokemon Go, which we have Johto Gold and Johto Silver. Ho-Oh and Lugia and all sorts of other goodies. And DigiNan, take it away.
This will be their second time what they're going to do. The second generation will all be shiny.
Yes.
Every single one. So
Really?
yes.
You get
So
a
the-
shiny Chikorita.
No, Chikorita's always been shiny. I think
We had a Chikorita day.
we had a Chikorita.
I wasn't playing when that happened.
I'll trade you one.
No,
The little feet.
It's so cute. It's like it wants to be a cat, but it's like a dinosaur, sort of. I don't know.
no, but for people
That's
who,
why you like it.
No, but for people who missed like the original communities like Lavatar, Houndour, and like all those for the second generations are now all shiny. Last year they did the Kanto.
Can't
Yeah, that one I played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this will be it's
I
pretty
did
much
that
going
one
to be it's pretty much going to be the new thing. Like I think every year, which I think is pretty cool. Like they find out at least every single one.
Yeah, I think that is pretty cool. And we're getting that tomorrow. Plus, also, if you like bought the ticket to play on Pokemon Go, you get all sorts of add-ons and a certain badge for your game. If you bought silver, if you went with gold,
And then the regionals come to you.
the regionals can come. Like now, we don't have to freaking trade our accounts with somebody who lives in like Germany.
That's a big deal.
No, because Heracross came out at shiny, and now Crisola's coming out.
Yes,
That's coming out as a shiny as well. It's gonna be a little blue one.
the blue Corsola.
That's really cute. I don't think I've ever seen a shiny one of that.
No, because here's the thing. Is that outside?
Someone's dead.
Oh
Oh my god, that went dark.
Like, I for a second I was like, I don't have that sound on.
I know.
my
I thought
phone.
that was a sound effect because I was like, I don't hear it normally. I'm only hearing it on.
Did the mic pick that up?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't even hear it normally. I know.
I mean, we are in World War III right now, or the beginnings of it. We don't know.
Let's hope not.
I'm gonna look up what a shiny Chikorita looks like. Right
Anyway,
now.
I'm not going to talk about that.
I don't think. Oh, it's orangey.
Yeah, it's orangey, and then when it becomes Blaziken, it's actually a really cute.
No, you're thinking of Torchic. This is Chikorita.
Oh no, I have that one too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll trade you a bunch. I have a ton of them.
It's like an autumn. It's like an
Yeah,
autumn
it's
Chikorita.
autumn
That's so
Chikorita.
cute. I'm gonna cry.
And then when it becomes Meganium and all that, it's actually autumn colored. So it's like orange flower.
Oh,
And like a lighter, like peridot green. It's actually very pretty.
I like the shiny color.
I'll trade you some. I got.
Okay, that's another
I
topic.
got you. But the Johto event is tomorrow. We're also getting the announcement for Pokemon Go. So hopefully, maybe there'll be an announcement of a new legendary in raids, because honestly, they've been recycling all the other legendaries they've been released.
Yeah, I think I have some. I'm missing some legendaries, and then I have doubles of other.
It just
Which is annoying.
it's annoying. It is a little annoying, and it gets a little tedious. And frankly, it's like a part of the reason why I'm not gonna lie, I don't go hard with Pokemon Go anymore. I used to play. There was not a day that went by that you didn't see me playing at least
You had
for
like
an
5
hour
phones.
or two.
You were,
do.
You were using like 5 phones for that game.
I still do on community days, and tomorrow I will have my tray of phones. I'm not lying.
Did we ever get a picture of you with your tray of phones?
No,
We need a picture of it.
there could be no proof. There could be no proof that I have 5 different. Was it 4 or 5 different accounts?
I think you had 5.
I have-
but it's
No,
like
she has
4.
4.
I have 4. I have my main, which is my Valor account. Then I have my second account that I had made, which is Instinct. And then I made a third account, which originally was the account that would go around the world to get me the regional so that I could trade with other people. And that was a blue account. That was Mystic.
Yeah.
And I've recently made a 4th account, and that's also red.
2 Valors.
'Cause I'm a Valor kind of girl. I mean, shit. Moltres is my bitch. I love it.
See, I like Articuno's my favorite of the 3, but I went Instinct
Of course you did.
because I like the leader.
Spark?
Huh? Yeah, Spark. I just thought he was so stupid. I was like, I want to be on his team.
Oh, no. So we get that announcement tomorrow. And then on 27th, which is the actual anniversary day,
Yes.
we get a direct
For 14 minutes.
at 9 a.m.
Our time. Eastern time is 9
Eastern
a.m.
Standard Time.
It's like, was it like 12 in Europe or something? Something
I have
like
no
that. don't
idea.
5 years ahead.
5 years.
5 years.
Oh,
I could talk the English. Yeah.
5 hours ahead.
Shut up.
No,
5
it's totally
hours
5
Don't
years.
at me, bro.
They're in another century.
Don't at me, bro. No, I know England is, the UK is definitely 5 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure how far ahead Japan is.
I think it's a full day almost.
12.
yeah.
12
Yeah.
hours, yeah. Probably. So they're going to be, for them, it's going to be 9 o'clock at night.
Correct.
That's a good time for a direct, actually.
I'm with it.
I'm not looking forward to waking up at 9 a.m. on
I've
Sunday,
had-
but
no,
I'm gonna.
That has happened to me in the past where they've had mini directs.
Yeah,
I
that's
wake
like-
up, I get so excited, and then I watch it. I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch? Okay.
Why did I wake up for this?
Exactly.
I would personally like to stream it, but no promises because I don't know if we're gonna be able to figure out how to do that.
I'll just wait for the Cliff Note version.
It's true, he will. But we're getting that, and that ends the week of announcements for Pokemon. And like, and
25th,
culminating the 25th year and starting off the 26th.
Yeah, so I'm so excited for what we could possibly get from that. I don't even know what we're getting from Johto. Pokemon Go tomorrow. Well, I know you told us what we were getting from Johto, but like,
Yeah,
what-
we're getting a bunch of stuff, but
I don't know what the Go announcement's gonna be tomorrow.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm hoping, please give us a new
There's a
legendary.
Go announcement tomorrow?
Or like just get
Yeah.
rid of the grunts because they bother me. I always have issues.
No, they're never
going to
get rid of Team Rocket Girl. Maybe they'll bring back Jesse and James balloons, but we'll see.
I feel like it's always Jesse and James balloons. I don't know. Every time I play, I feel like I'm like, oh, it's Jesse and James again.
Really? Because
Yeah.
I only get the 3 leaders.
I get. I feel like it's more often that I get Jesse and James than.
But they're gonna bring back Jesse and James, I think, every couple of months.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
But I wouldn't mind something like new in general. Like
Agreed.
some
I want a
weird
new legendary
mechanic or something. That'd be cool.
I mean, we're going to talk hopes, dreams, and wishes for the series as a whole. Pokemon Go, I want a new fucking legendary. Give me a new legendary. I'm bored.
Yeah.
I need a reason to leave my house and go out and actually interact with human beings. Like, give me. Give me. I want it. DigiNan, tell me about your hopes, dreams, wishes for the series.
Predictions.
For the series or for the like game?
For Pokemon as a whole, it does not matter what game or whatever you choose. Go for it.
Well, but like I always like to say, I would like to see I actually want to see a new type.
A new type in general.
Hey,
A new,
baby.
yeah. Something like original, like, I would never think of that. Like, we got
Space.
There you go, space.
We don't have a space version.
I like the guy that copyrighted it, made nuclear.
I saw that game. That game is actually really cool.
Exactly.
It's a very cool game.
You know what? Seriously, I know what Fernando wants. Fernando wants a My Hero Academia version.
No.
He wants an All Might Eevee.
No.
Can you imagine its ears just becoming All Might's freaking hair?
That could be kind of cute.
That would be
though.
amazing.
funny.
I want to draw that.
No, honestly, I like where they're going, and I starting to see it. I think they could do it. Maybe it's going to take a little bit. Remember DC Universe?
No.
You don't remember it?
The MMO?
No, remember that you can go online, and it's a whole world, and then you can play as a hero, and then you go. play
Yeah,
with
the
other
MMO.
people. Right, the MMO. And then now they're doing with like Grand Theft Auto Online, Red Dead Online.
Yeah, we've never had a Pokemon MMO.
That's what I want to see.
That's what everybody,
That's like
a lot of people want us to see. It's going to be the next thing, I guarantee.
I want.
I hope so. That would be really cool.
That you
I
can-
would like to play as a Team Rocket. That'd be a cool game. People have been asking for that too. Is a Team Rocket game?
Yeah, you could join. Exactly.
To join Team Rocket.
Walk into lobbies where people are just battling, and you just see the battling
take their
right in front of you, and it's like you.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That would be kind of cool. What about you, Scotty? What do you wish, want, dream for this entire franchise?
For now, well, I feel like the Arceus has been like a change in the history of just Pokemon games in general. Like this is where I feel like they need to, take this and run with it basically. So the next mainline games that come out need to be the same way Arceus is, because this is what everybody wanted. Why go backwards when you can go forwards? So what I'm saying is the next game that comes out, the next Pokemon game. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not Pokemon, but I'm saying the next like battling gym leaders and going to the Elite Four and doing that thing, that needs to play out just like Arceus, because it's shown that there can be a Pokemon game that is like that for the next mainline game. I want to see a teaser. I want to see a Gen 9 teaser. I think we're going to get one. I do. Some people think we are. Some people think we're not. But
So you think we'll get one on Sunday?
It's possible.
I think that's, if anything, that is going to be the very last thing that they're going to leave us with.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna make us think like, oh, they're not gonna announce it, and all of a sudden it's like, we have one last thing to show you. And it's like, yeah, you do. And then it's gonna be the trailer,
It's going to be said exactly like that. in
and
that
it's gonna
same
say
tone.
holiday 2022, and we're all gonna be like, yep.
Oh my God.
I mean, seriously, that's what we're like if we don't get it. Like, and then, if we do,
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening.
every single Pokemon player.
Procedure, everyone. What's the procedure?
What about what we were talking about before? How like there's been a pattern ever since what was it, Black 2? It's been a 3-year gap between every generation. So it's been like that way for a while.
We're due.
We're due.
We're due.
We're due. We're on
We're
that third
due.
year.
We're on that third year. What about you, Choco? We're going to end this with you.
So I think, all right, well, I'll go with what I would like to see. I would like to see a redo of the Pokemon puzzles. Like, I would like to see Pokemon Puzzle 2.
That'd be nice.
That'd be cool. I would play the heck out of that. I would like to see DLC come for Arceus, which I think we will get some. I have a really strong feeling we're going to get DLC announcement for Arceus.
I think you're right.
On Sunday.
At least as part of the 14
Yeah,
minutes.
because Riddler who has been 1,000% accurate on everything for that game so far, has hinted that we're getting DLC. So I think it'll be announced,
Hopefully.
honestly, Sunday.
He knows somebody, or either he is somebody.
It's either or. But, and if it is, it sounds like we're going to get it to the same extent that Sword and Shield got their DLC, which was the Isle of Armor and the Isle of the Frozen one.
Yeah.
And those are really big DLC. So if it's the same kind of level of DLC, those are going to be big DLCs.
I
for
agree.
Arceus. So that could mean a bunch of Pokemon, and I'd be really excited for that. Like Scotty, I also would like to see a new gen. I'm not as confident that we'll see it Sunday. I would like to. I'm just gonna not put my hopes up for it just in
Yeah.
case. But I would like to see Gen 9 shown. I would like a Legends Ho-Oh is what I think it should be called. Because we still don't know the story of the Burning Tower in the Johto region.
This is true.
So they could totally call it Legends Ho-Oh because that's who lives on the Burning Tower. Mm-hmm. And we can get that whole story play out, and that would be sick.
The Choco has spoken.
So that's what I would like to see. And also, the next time they make Pokemon for Gen 9, please give me designs I like. Please. I don't want to see Bear Turkey Donut again. Never again.
Or Sadie Claire.
Or Santa Claire. We
don't want
the
it.
other ones. I don't remember. We had Santa Claire, Bear Turkey Donut. I don't know. There was so many. There's so many.
You know, there's just so many that are just like. But, ladies and germs, travelers, it has come to the end of our discussion. We hope you are as big of Pokemon stans as we are.
Yeah.
And I want to thank each and every single one of you here for exchanging ideas, sharing your experiences, and just basically being as Pokemon obsessed as I am.
Yeah, and let us know, too, in the comments what you think is going to happen on Sunday. Unless you're listening to this on Sunday and then you already know.
Yeah, because we'll be putting up the announcement on our Instagram, which you have to follow to find out. We will be putting up the Pokemon announcements that we did not know because even though I may be in tomorrow, they're not. So therefore, we will be putting those up on our Instagram. You can find that at the Phoenix Gate on Instagram, or hell, who knows? Maybe I'll put it on the Facebook too. Maybe you'll get lucky. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Oh man. But on that note, everybody, thank you so much for coming. Tune in next week when we release even more Phoenixy goodness, and thank you for joining us for 26 years of Pokémania. Oh yeah, that's right. Bye. We're going away now.